Hey guys, and welcome to another Let's Play. Today, doing a bit something different. We're going to be playing Formula 1. I thought I definitely should do this considering I've won it. Yes, I did the fastest lap in my local game and won this last week, so I have played it already. So, let's get into a race. I will say, I do enjoy this a lot more than other racing games. And I'm a bit disappointed that you can't have your own race driver like you did on the last games. So we'll just get into a quick race. Yeah, might as well continue with our race from now. No practice, no qualifying. Yep. So finally, we are in our race. It's taking about 3 minutes to load up this game. So one very bad disappointment that I've had with this. Takes a bit. A few good features are definitely where you can, if your mic ever works, you can speak to your pit manager, I think it is, or something like that. I don't really know. Mostly I just, go with how the strategy is. If there is any Formula 1 buffs, they will know this is Silverstone. The race was a couple of weeks ago, so I did pre-record this, but by the time it's getting out to you, it'll probably be in like 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah, I don't know, you never know. But I will say, when I play this, I do not talk a lot, and I am trying very hard to talk to you guys right now. I will say, the graphics are so much better than the last one, and I'm being a bit of a pussy there by braking when I didn't need to. If you got the level too easy, as you can see on here, it is very incompetitive. There's no, what you gotta do is bomb around the corners, and you will win. Not like this though. Yeah, even like that, you can probably win this game. It's that easy. So if you're a beginner, I'd definitely, instead of starting on easy, start on like an intermediate basis. Just make sure that instead of braking throughout the turns, you brake before the turn. As you can see on mine, I have my braking distances and all that, but mine's only on the corners, and I think that's a lot more helpful. But take it as more of a guideline, don't take it as in exactly when to brake, because sometimes I'll brake after and sometimes I'll brake before, depending on what I'm doing. Oh, fastest lap. So I wouldn't use it as definitely something to definitely watch out for. Go on instinct. If you start getting better, it's like there, I braked a bit before and then just let it roll in. As you noticed, actually, it does change if you brake early. But that was absolutely terrible. If you guys do want to see more racing games, I'll definitely do that, because I do have about 3 or 4. But they're all like the crew I have and stuff like that. And I did have Project Cars that I won off game also. And if you want sports games as well, like the new Madden 15, the new Madden 15, and the new FIFA, even though I hate FIFA, I'll still do it for you guys. But I really do want to do Watch Dogs, even though people have a really bad opinion of that game. I really love it, mostly because I'm a nerd and I like the hacking part of it, even though it'd never be possible. I think I'd love it. Back to Formula 1. So, some of the really cool features are definitely the fuel ratios and stuff like that. I'm getting into real nerd mode now. Basically, you can change your downforce on the fly. So you can change if you want to increase, less, or the same. And the fuel as well, you can pick a higher rich and stuff like that. Anyone who's played the Formula 1 games probably knows all this already. But for people who are trying to get into it now, I'd definitely say, probably, if you want to get used to using it all at once, I'd definitely try to go to a quick race. If you're playing the original ones, you don't really need to go into it unless when you're doing qualifying sessions. Go into a really high rich fuel concentrate. But definitely like this, when you do a quick race and like this, consider I'm a couple of seconds ahead of everyone else. Have a look. See, this is really good, actually, when I think about it. You can check how far the driver is behind. So, Vettel's 7 seconds behind me. And it does, actually, I did not know that, it does give you your lap count of what lap you're on. So, because there is a mode for proper vets, where you're stuck in the, I believe, cockpit in the actual helmet view. I'll see if I can go in this view, and you do not have any of the position 1 or what lap you're on, or the map, so you're going purely on what you can see and what your pit crew are telling you, so you definitely have to use this menu on the right. To get this up, you have to use abit, or if you're on the PS1, it'd probably be L1. I don't know, don't have PS4 or anything like that, because I believe they are rubbish. People are probably getting boo right now, but that's just my opinion. I'm not saying they're crap. I'm just saying that in my opinion they're rubbish and I don't like them. That's it. This is actually, for some reason, easier. I do not... Oh, I know why. This is definitely because of... You can see where the front of the nose is definitely a lot more. Yeah, if you guys do want more of these kind of videos, definitely do this. This one will be short because I don't know if people want to really see these kind of games. And definitely go in and check in the local game stores to see what competitions are on. Because a couple of days ago they had Rory McIlroy's PGA Tour on, close to the pin. So that was also on a competition. I did have a go at that and unfortunately didn't win. I do have the demo, but I probably won't do a video on it until a couple of weeks, if I ever get it, there is. Also, there should be a father and son video coming up. Yes, my dad, since my channel's been up, has been asking me... Oh no, he hasn't really been asking me. I've been telling him that we need to do a video, but he is always working and stuff like that, so hopefully... I think he really wants to play this Formula 1 game. That's why I did this little intro video to it. He really wants to play it because he's really confused if to get it or not, because the latest ones haven't, like, the past 2 years haven't had much content. I will say the 2013 or 2014 had a classic racing, and that was really, really a really nice little bit of extra little gameplay that we had in it. There wasn't a championship or anything like that, it was just a really nice simple races that you could do, and I think there was like circuits, but the one downfall was to get more classic cars and teams and circuits, you had to buy diamond loads and extra miles, and I really didn't like that about it. Hopefully with this, the developers have learned the lesson, because I don't think many people got it, and I can't speak for you, I know I didn't. And I know my dad didn't, unless he's like got the season pass. I really don't know. But I know he doesn't have time to play many games, so when he does, he really doesn't. He really just plays the campaign. And yeah, he doesn't really. He should play games, but due to work and things like that, he doesn't really get it. So that's why I'm hopefully he can do a Father and Son Day with me. Also, if you know that I'm doing a second channel called the Comedy Duo Show. Where me and my best friend Scott, we do our weekly show. I think it may be next week or the week before. I'm going away, so don't worry, there will be a video uploaded. I'll make sure it gets uploaded. But it may be a bit later or slower being online because of where I am. I have like hardly any internet, so that will be edited and done. Hopefully this video will be edited tonight and hopefully for tonight, so it should be around about... Yeah, so it won't be up in 3 weeks. It'll be around... Today is the 7th, the 22nd of the 7th. So, yeah, it should be up like later tonight maybe, if it's all done. So the Comedy Duo Show will be up Saturday, but we're recording it tomorrow. If you watch this and watch the next one, I'm going to give you a sneak peek now into what we're doing. So basically we do every 3 weeks we're going to be doing a challenge. So Scott for the first one decided a chili challenge. I like chili food, but I don't like just pure chili because it really doesn't agree with me. I'm not going into any more detail on that. But yeah, it just doesn't. I'm not going to get any sleep tonight knowing that we're doing that tomorrow. We're recording it tomorrow a day early. We usually record it on a Friday, get it edited that day, get it ready for midnight, get it uploaded then. But I going to work on a Saturday night knowing that I ate a chili on that day. So that's a no-go for me. Has the driver just hit me? Or I just hit a driver? Is it Ricardo? Yes, it is. No chance, Ricardo? No chance? Oh man, I got no DRS. One thing I've noticed with this game, I don't know if I haven't been watching the season this year or the race season, but I don't know if they have curves or if they're calling it curves anymore, energy and stuff like that. But they don't seem to have on any of the any button. There's nothing you can do about it, so I don't really know about that. All I know is that the only thing you have is the DRS system, but it's still good for overtaking. You don't get as much power as you used to though, I will say. Let's go back to my article view. But yeah, I won't say it's as good as the original. When I played, I think it's 2011, 2012, when Force India and all that was my favourite team to start off in and do the championship with. I don't think I've really enjoyed Formula 1 since then, with all the curves, DRS, and no limitations. There's so many rules and restrictions now, it's retarded. But I will say actually, considering I've done a pit stop, no, I was going to say it's challenging, but it doesn't seem to be challenging considering the game in for pit. Another bad thing, you cannot change unless you do it in practice. I don't know if you can change the strategy of the race. I really don't know. Oh, okay, so it is challenging a bit. I'm still in, oh no, I'm first again. Yeah, there's no strategy, I cannot change the strategy when I want to go in for tyres and stuff like that. So, I know I can choose what tyre I get and when I go in, but that's just off the fly. But there's set times when you're supposed to go in on a certain lap. But I don't know how to change that before the race. If anyone does know, leave it in the comments. Because I don't know a single bit about it. I haven't watched the season or anything. So I've only had this game for about a week, and I think I've played it around about twice. But looking at how I'm driving, I'm not being cocky, but I'm doing pretty well. Dominant around here, around Silverstone. One of the easiest tracks on the season, definitely. If you do want me to do a series where we go through every single race, every 19 or I think it's 21 or 22 or 19, between 9 and 22. If you want me to do that, leave it in the comments. But it's really grueling because the video ended up being definitely 2 hours longer. That's a lot of editing and a lot of up and down, definitely. But I'm up for that. I've done 2 races of the season already. I don't mind restarting that. So yeah, I'd do that totally. So I think we're gonna end it here, and I've only done 7 laps, and that's about 13 minutes I've been driving, and I still have another right now I can't be bothered counts. I'm focusing so much on driving and talking at the same time. That's something I never do, because I'm usually so quiet around going around Formula 1. You could hear a pin drop in my room usually when I'm playing Formula 1 or if I'm not on a party chat. So yeah, we'll end it here, guys. I know you're probably thinking this video wasn't as fun or enjoyable as some of the videos I've done with Scott or Perk. This is mostly this is more like a review, let's say. Review of Formula 1, because I do really like the graphics and the physics engine they've got in it, but I don't think it's as good as the original, the 2012, 2013. Definitely. It's lacking the game, I think, more than anything. I will say I'm still not used to the new engines and stuff like that, because they changed the turbos from the original engine. But everyone always said you'll get used to it. I really don't know. Oh no, I've gone off again. It's turned into a terrible lap. So yeah, bye guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and let's hope it's up for the 8th of July. Bye guys. Yeah.